Storm Track 12 meteorologist just Les Still here with you for a special Tuesday evening edition of my forecast discussion. And we're going to talk about the potential for a weak system developing off of our coast that may come back to haunt us as we head on in through the weekend. But before then, another cool one tonight is what we are looking at. Temperatures bottoming out near that 50-degree mark with mainly clear skies yet again. Not quite as cold as we were this morning, but still a chilly one, no doubt about that. All right, I'm going to be tracking the coastal storm that is going to be developing off of our coast late tomorrow going into Thursday. Now, that may still hang around. The big question is it going to be near shore or move offshore? And that's going to be the key as far as our weekend forecast is concerned. Also, the tropics, not a threat whatsoever, even though the storm is going to be developing off of our coast. It does not look like it'll be tropical in nature, although I guess I could see the Hurricane Center maybe calling it a extratropical, subtropical system. We got to get it to form first before we start getting into the semantics with the naming of it. So here's my Storm Track 12 forecast for you for tonight. Not quite as cold, low 50s to mid 50s at the beaches is where we're going to bottom out at with clear skies and light winds. That also could lead to a little bit of light patchy ground fog in some spots tonight. Now, we'll start off with sunshine for our Wednesday, but then clouds increase for the afternoon. And temperatures do remain seasonally cool, talking about mid to upper 70s across the area here. And that's about where we topped out at for the day today. In fact, you can see 75. That's the official high in New Bern for the day today. 81, that's where we should be. Now, notice the normal overnight low, 62. So we're definitely below normal. We bottomed out at 53 this morning, but didn't quite set a record in New Bern. We did, however, set a brand new record low in Washington, where we dropped down to 50 degrees this morning. That beat the previous record of 52, which was set last year. Even notice the Husky coming in at 46, and we stayed a little bit warmer as we got closer to the water. The temperature's probably a couple degrees warmer than that as we head overnight tonight. All right, here's where we are tracking a couple waves of low pressure in the atmosphere. One working its way towards Florida. The other one is an upper level low that's coming through Iowa and Missouri right now. In fact, as we switch to the jet stream, you can see a little bit better representation of it here with the area of low pressure sitting here. Now, watch what this low does, because this is going to be key. It's going to dig in and cut off here. Now, the question is, where does it cut off? And therefore, where does the storm develop? Is it further out to sea? Is it back closer? That's what's going to have to ultimately be decided. There is going to be another little piece of energy come down on the backside of this. In fact, as we play it through, you'll see what I'm talking about here. Upper level trough digs in here. It's positive tilted to begin with, but notice it starts to go negative and then cut off out here just off the Hatteras coast. Now, the problem is the North Atlantic, the NAO, North Atlantic Oscillation, is strongly negative. So that's not going to allow things to move off the coast all that much. The other problem is water temperatures out there, the Gulf Stream waters, are very warm for this time of year. So the ingredients are there where I could see this storm kind of hanging around a little bit here because it's basically blocked. Now, this is the European model, and it's the more aggressive of the forecast models that we have, kind of keeping that storm closer towards the coast here. And as a result, that is going to allow the potentially to get hooked back in. Not so sure that's going to happen as the surface low kind of does one of these numbers getting pulled back in this way. GFS and all the other models take it out to sea, although, again, I think the GFS is a little overdone. The Canadian kind of splits the difference here. And I'm kind of leaning towards a storm system developing and getting close towards our coast, not necessarily going straight out to sea. And here's part of the reason why as we advance this on through. Again, you've got the upper level low working through the Tennessee Valley. That kind of digs down. The surface low is the one down there across Florida. That really develops as it gets off the southeast coast. Now, initially, we're just going to be on the western side of this. So as a result, we'll see the clouds increase, maybe a spotty shower right along the beaches as we progress through the late evening and early morning hours Wednesday going into Thursday. But again, we've got the upper level low that's digging in and cutting off. Now, here's part of the problem. The high pressure to the north, that's a blocking high. If it gets out over the ocean, that's going to trap that storm in there and not allow it to escape. So we'll have to watch the exact path of that high pressure. Either way, we are going to have a storm develop off the coast. Just the question is, does it stay near shore or does it follow out into the Gulf Stream waters and out into the Atlantic Ocean and go offshore? That's the key here. Now, the European kind of does one of these, hooking it back in close to the coast, and I guess it's possible, and if that's the case, it will be on the far southwestern fringe of it, so we may see a little bit more cloud cover in here on Sunday, Monday. I guess worst case scenario, we could start to see some spotty showers out of it. But again, it doesn't look like it's going to be that big a deal for us, although the potential is there. Maybe some gusty winds along the beaches Sunday and Monday, and it's high surf as well if it gets close enough. This will not be a tropical system, but again, they may fool around with the semantics of calling it an extratropical cyclone or subtropical cyclone. We'll have to wait and see how that comes about. Waves are coming off of Africa, but none of them are developing. The Van Julian oscillation pulse is not favorable in our portion of the hemisphere, and it doesn't look like that'll come around until the first, maybe second week of October, which, I don't know. If you kind of look at things, the atmosphere's kind of almost been back a month, so this is not really almost October. It's kind of the end of August, early September. So maybe October is going to be a banner month for us here as far as the Atlantic season is concerned. That's something we'll continue to track and alert you to. So right now, I'm being a little bit pessimistic on Sunday and Monday just because I think that storm system is going to be a little bit closer towards us here. Notice seasonally cool temperatures at least 5, if not almost 10 degrees below normal as we progress on through the next several days. Spotty shower late tomorrow night, early on Thursday, especially east of Highway 17. And then we do see more sunshine developing as we progress on through at least Friday and Saturday. As the storm system kind of consolidates off the coast, it creates that sinking motion with the upper level ridge nearby until that next short wave comes on the backside of the trough and really locks it off here. That's something we'll continue to watch. I'll be back here tomorrow night to give you an update. Have yourself a good Tuesday evening. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still.